Alrighty guys, Twig46 here, and welcome back to my playthrough of Silent Hunter 4, Wolves of the Pacific. Now, last time we left off, we had a pretty rough start, and down here, craziness happening all over the place. Hopefully we can do a little bit better now. Our next orders involve us going to this location here in the East China Sea. We have a patrol area of 150 nautical miles. And we have two ways we can get there. We can either go the south way, or we can go through the Formosa Strait. Now, at the beginning, if you've watched that little snippet, there Japan is trying to take all this and send stuff through here. And sometimes they send stuff through the Formosa Strait, but really the fastest way would be through the south, through this little bit here, the Luzon Strait. So what we're going to try to do is patrol this area, like, you know, to the best of our ability, and we'll just stick our nose in there.
Yes, sir. Ahead slow.
If we find nothing, we find nothing, but you know, if we find something, hey, you know, we find something. So that's kind of the plan. I mean, I might double back here. I'll let you know if I decide to, but that's basically the plan of action right now. So let's go ahead and do that, and I will be with you when something happens.
Sir, you did.
Alright guys, welcome back. So it turns out our little plan worked. We didn't detect him on sonar, but we spotted him. He's basically directly in front, so let's see if we can make him out. I'm thinking it's that little blurb right there, the smoke maybe. Or it might be these little blurbs like the smoke. I don't know. It's sometimes this game is like I can't actually see anything. But anyway, our plan of attack here, we know which way he's going supposedly, so we're gonna draw up a line, just a rough idea of where he's going, and we'll see what he is. It says he's going slow, and we've already made the proper course correction. Basically, come in at an angle and attack. And since he's going slow, I bet you we can do this underwater if we go fast. However, what I would rather do is go southwest here. See what he is. Should be roughly this way. Okay. And that's us. So hopefully this guy's all alone. We can do an attack on him. Alright, he is. It's kind of scary how close. Do not flip this switch ever. This is the active sonar. Sometimes it's kind of scary how, you know, it's like, don't click it. Alright, so we have him on sonar. Now, what I'd like to do is put some distance between myself and him. We can raise the boat.
Yes, sir.
If we
You
can.
did. 1-5.
Okay. Now we can begin to trail him, knowing that we're going faster because we know where he's going. And if we ever have any doubt of where he is, we can just pick him up. So there he is. But we want to go fast. And to increase efficiency, as you can see, the engine room's already 100% efficient, but you hit that battle room button and bam, everything's up to 100% where there's men. Obviously we have some holes and we'll need to hire some new people when we get back to port.
Contact! Merchant!
4-0.
Moving away! Bearing 107. Long range!
Well, sonar doesn't work underwater, or over water, jeez. Alright, moving into position here. We're probably gonna cut in a little bit more. Going at 18 knots, so let's go underwater and pick him up again. There he is. Right where we want him to be. Just gotta race him to this line, basically. Alright, let's go underwater again. There he is. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut in a lot more. And now we'll get a rough 90.
Bearing 93, long range.
A rough 90 degrees. Alright, we can see him again. So we're gonna cut away from him. Go ahead and get a rough idea of where I need to be. It looks like about 5. Oops. Alright, so we're just gonna get away from him again. Then when we're ready, we're gonna cut in and we'll go to about 5. Oopsies. Okay, so he's really far away, but we're not so far away. So we're gonna go ahead and slow down and dive the boat. Men are already at battle stations. It's looking like a beautiful night to die or something. I mean, I don't want to kill you, but you guys kind of were jerk faces and just bombed, you know, Pearl Harbor unprovoked, so you kind of have it coming. And merchants should think twice before flying the Japanese flag on their ships, is all I'm saying. So, we are slowing down. We're going to be able to pick this guy up on sonar shortly. But before we go completely under, we're going to do a little trick, and that is to see how good my estimated line is to his actual course. And I know it's off, and that's okay. So here's what we do. We take our compass, put him in the center of the ship, drag that out about here. Okay, this line is very important. It has to be straight on, otherwise this technique doesn't work. And what we do is we take a measurement. Well, hang on. Let's delete that line so we know what line we're measuring against. Okay, so what we do is we take a measurement here and we determine that it's 250 yards. Now we come out here to the end, and if it's the same, then we're pretty close. And the other way to confirm it is we'll have a line right here that we can see, and it's gonna go a little bit to the right, a little bit, but that's okay. He's pretty close. It should be fine. We can compensate later. So that's a trick that you can, or that I'm going to use to determine how well I have my ship lined up. So this line has a course of 275. So if I extend that out maybe to there, can figure out how far we are away. 2,600 yards plus a few because he's further away. My torpedoes have a range 4,000 or 8,000, so we're well within range. Excuse me. However, I'm going to get closer. Now, I'm going to start tracking him with sonar when he's about 5 nautical miles out. That gives me that much time to not care about where he is and instead worry about where I'm going to be. Now, I said he was about 200 away, so we'll say 300. We'll just drag this out until it's about 13. I like to fire from here. So, all we gotta do is creep into that position. Now I know from watching RamJB videos that technically speaking, you're not supposed to stop your submarine because you can't maintain perfect ballast control with World War II technology, and even to a certain extent with modern day technology. And you had to use forward momentum plus both dive planes on the front and back of the ship to maintain some kind of depth. However, I'm not as hardcore of a sub simulation player as RamJB may be, and since it's a mechanic of the game where it's more about gameplay versus realism, if it's in the game and it's a mechanic, I can use it, therefore I can stop my sub and it'll be perfectly level. So, you know, I'm just not as hardcore as he is. Sorry. I just like blowing things up and doing a little bit of math and strategizing and calculations and stuff. That's what I like to do. Thinking, but not overthinking. Kind of somewhat lazy. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and accelerate time here. And we're going to get to where we need to be. Now, stop the boat because we're going to drift. Third, drift. Third, drift. Excellent. Okay, so we'll do one more. Alright, so we should be pretty close to where we need to be. Now, this guy's coming within our 5 nautical mile circle, so we're going to go ahead and actively track him with sonar.
Merchant, closing, bearing, 8,
And we'll
0.
get rid of this and this for now. Okay, so now comes the fun part, the speed checks. And I don't have the measurement that RamJB has. I think he's using a mod. I don't have that luxury, but what I do know is that if you do 3 minutes, you're pretty much good to go. So we're going to time accelerate for 3 minutes. 1, 2, and
Bearing, 7.
coming up on 3.
Closing.
Alright, so that's 3 minutes since I last took a mark. And go ahead and take a mark here. Being very precise because I do not have radar. Radar, you can be lazy. If sound only, you cannot. Okay, so we're going to credit him with 7 knots of speed. So what I'm going to do is take a circle and draw 7 knots of speed and put it roughly there. And when he hits this edge, I'm going to go ahead and take his speed check again. And if it's wrong, I can go ahead and take it again, and he'll still be plenty of time. Have plenty of time to set everything up. In the meantime, we know he's roughly 7 knots. Wow, I am used to the sea being a lot deeper. I've been driving subs where like the periscope depth is at 60, so this is kind of a weird sight for me. But anyway, I know that he's going at 7 knots. We're going to credit him with 7. There it is. 7 knots. Now I'm going to be shooting at him here at an angle of bow of 70. So that's kind of how that works. The thing that I've learned is that if you do 7, even if you put 70, when you're doing the range, which we're going to just say is here, see how this little arrow, the torpedo, will shoot way off here. See the tactical map there. So what I was doing before was I was constantly updating my range because I was freaking out that I was gonna miss. But in all reality, all you gotta do is you're gonna shoot him angle of bow off of 70, which is right here. So you just adjust your range like so. And you still get the perfect 90, and now your torpedoes are going the right way. So if you guys do get this game, that is one of the biggest things that's flustered me when I first started playing. So hopefully that'll help you guys out. Alright, so let's go ahead and set up our torpedoes. We're going to be firing from the front, and we're going to do high and contact for all of them, because this is very early in the war, and I don't know how many of these are going to malfunction. Alright, so no divergence, which this is, you have your track, right, and you can you know, move it away or towards left or right, but I don't want to do that because that's bad. It makes things way more complicated than it has to be, and depth we'll leave alone because we don't know. Alright, so because we don't have sound only, we have to take marks all the time, and we're just gonna do that periodically. About right there. And over time, we're going to get a line. And hopefully that line lines up with this line. And that line, the number we want to see is 275. That's what we want to see. So we're just going to take X's all along here. Periodically.
Merchant, bearing 7-7, closing.
Indeed he is. Alright, let's have another. Right about there. Let's see here. We can do a rough guess here. Like, see that one says 600, so this is probably 550. Yep, so we're off, and that's okay. We have plenty of time to fix this. So we're gonna get rid of this line in the meantime because we don't need it anymore. So let's go ahead and zero his course here. Let's take the little snippy little guy, aren't you? Sometimes it doesn't want to work exactly right, but this should be close enough. Alright, so we're gonna put him right there. That's a course of 276. So if we extend that out so it passes my submarine,
Merchant, bearing 7.
that line should be his course. We are roughly too far away, so we're gonna accelerate.
Bird speed 1.
Also,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna get a 90-degree to him. So we're going good. So that means we need a course of 6. 5, 6.
Yes. New course 6.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
That does not always go that smooth, by the way. Sometimes you have to sit there and finagle it. So if you notice it, if you hit right on north, it'll be like, no, I wanted 0, not 357. Okay, so since we're doing nothing better, let's go ahead and see if we can see this guy. Raise our scope up. And there he is. Or she is, I don't know. It's a boat. And I can't really make anything out other than the fact that it's there. Neat. Alrighty. Drop our scope down. Always feel like a little secret agent with the scope, like just barely above, just so I can see where that line is, so I can place it correctly. Okay, so nothing is going to be really super interesting, because we're just going to watch as he traces my line perfectly. Oh, there's a slight divergence, but that shouldn't matter too much. Again, we're just trying to make sure that we're close enough, and we quite are, so we're going to stop the boat. Okay, the time has come to do another speed check. And right about now.
Bearing
Okay.
7-4.
So, last time you were at 7 knots. So, this time, what will you be? 1 minute? 2 minute?
Bearing
And
7.
3 minute. Alright. Now, place your bets. Seven knots. Lovely. Now, what we can do is get the periscope on him.
6.
Should be right there. Okay, let's do the ID now, huh? Alright, so what do we see? We see that he's definitely hostile. Big old bow. Couple of those, got those. He doesn't have the big box on the back though. This guy?
Bearing 6.
Could be this guy. He's got the stack. Does he have these little ridges on the back though? I don't think he does. I don't see it cuts off really quick, so he's definitely not that. Nope. None of these guys. Definitely not. It's not this, not this. It might be this. I'd love it if it was. I'd shoot all 4 torpedoes at him if it was this guy.
Bearing 6, 7.
It looks like he's this. So we're gonna see if there's anything else he could be. No, he has a flat bridge. Nope. Nope. No. Might be this too. But I don't think so because of the... Pretty sure he has those little hooky things at the front. Either way, I'd be happy if there were either of them. They're both big ships. Yeah, he has these hooky things. Okay, so we're going to tentatively identify him as this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is check our line using the same technique that I did before. With the, this. We go out here. Gotta make sure it's perfectly on his nose. Okay, so from here is 50. From here, 50. It's pretty dang close. Check again. It looks like it's perfect. Alright, so that's good. So we know he's going 7 knots. We know his course. We know it's going to be about here. So we don't really need the periscope anymore.
Bearing 6, 5.
So what's the range that we set up? That'll be sufficient. That'll do it. Okay, so if we have him ID'd as this, he's 28. He's a big dude. 28, that's all the way up here.
Bearing 6.
Can probably afford to go to 10. Yeah, I'm gonna fire all 4 torpedoes at this guy. Because at this early stage in the war, these things dud quite a bit. And I don't want to let this guy get away from me. Now I might only fire... let's see, what was the rule? I usually only fire 3, so that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's why I usually only fire 3. I might just fire 3. 3, 3, and then 1 in there if that's 3. So that's like 4 ships. And you'll see why I have that rule. If these things all dud, they'll make perfect sense. Like, oh man.
Bearing 6, 2.
Alright, so what we want to do is wait till he's more like 50 or 45. And we'll get another,
6, 1.
try to get another ID on this guy. Let's get the book, make sure
Bearing 4.
he is what we think he is. Yeah.
Bearing 4, 4.
That looks the part to me. I'm not just saying that. because I want it to be him, but that totally looks like that ship. Alright. Excellent. So now all we have to do is wait for him to get in range of my torpedoes. Here's the attack map telling me what's gonna happen. But I don't ever use it. It's just for you guys. Alright, let's go back to the periscope. Alright, rule is 3 torpedoes. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. And make sure everything is correct.
Bearing 3-8.
It should be just fine. Assuming everything is working. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a quick save here. Because I do not want to lose all this stuff right now. So if it crashes or if something comes up, I want to be just like, I know it's going to work. Okay, so we got to wait till he's at
Bearing 3-5.
2-6, good. Alright, let's get this up.
6.
And showtime.
Bearing 2-4.
Here he comes. If he doesn't have a deck gun, I might surface and shoot him up, but let's hope this works. Alright, so here's what we do. Put one. Come
Bearing
on.
2-1.
Put one under the bridge. Put one behind the stack.
Bearing
Yep. And put one under the mast. Roughly there.
bearing
And because these are steam, we can see where they're going, but the gyro angle tells us that they're gonna hit, oh, I don't know, roughly here.
bearing 1-5.
So if everything works, hopefully,
Bearing 1-4. Bearing
and there's one dud. There's a hit, yes, good. Secondary explosions. Yes, yes, yes! Oh, baby. He must have been carrying ammunition or something. Alright, excellent. Alright, let's take a look. For you guys. So there's where the torpedoes hit. Slightly aft of where I aimed them. Yeah, slightly. Almost missed the bloody ship. Oh, I love this. Down he goes. Bye-bye. Let's see if we can hear him on sonar. Wait, how deep is it here anyway? Over 1,000 feet. That's gonna take a while. Oh, there he is. Excellent. Alright, let's go ahead and
Yes, sir.
surface the boat.
New deck 1-5.
Yes, sir.
Wonder if we can ping him and see if we can get some information on him. No, it should have went off around here. Oh well. Alright. Surfacing the boat. Didn't hear anything else, so just drop down to the periscope. Don't need to be at full mast. And yeah. Excellent. We got us a ship. Oops, let's delete all this stuff so we don't need it anymore. And see what it was. Large old split freighter, 8,282. What'd I say it was? Ugh, jeez, this button. Yep, large old split. I was right. Excellent. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and return to course.
Returning to course, sir. Yes, sir.
And if you'll give me 1 minute, I will be either finding another ship here or entering my patrol zone there. One or the other.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so apparently someone really farted this time. Not sure what's going on, but I was just surfacing after a plane.
Yes, sir. Single contact. Bearing 3-6. Long range.
Okay, this sucks.
New course. 1.
Alright, hopefully. Okay, so we need battle stations right now.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, apparently someone farted really bad. Because we have severe flooding in 2 rooms. So, yeah. Get that...
Gun ready, sir.
Yeah, get that guy on the gun. Get these guys doing stuff. Like fixing things. Get in there. And... yeah. Bulkhead. 100% priority. Right now. Okay, so we got the engine room secured. Aft torpedo room. Yeah, it's funny because like 0 hull damage, just someone farted really bad. How much of a wake we got behind us? Kind of big, but we gotta get away from this plane. I don't like diving when there's flooding because the crew tend to complain about it. Actually, we could go like this and
New course. 1-7. Yes, sir.
get further faster. So this is kind of an intense moment. We should be... Oh, we're gonna get spotted. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Okay. He's there. Don't have that much damage. We're gonna risk diving.
Yes, sir. New deck. 9-7.
Okay. So you just stay on that AA gun and yeah. Surf, we got some issues going on with people farting. Which is basically this game is a little bit glitchy. But you gotta take it with a sense of humor. You know, realistically, things did happen. You know, like, hey, maybe this submarine was rushed into production and the mechanics didn't quite, you know, fix it right. Or, you know, something like, it's like, you know, there's like a leaky bolt or two and that caused a few more bolts to break, and then, you know, stuff, you just gotta, you know, hanging on.
4-0.
Hanging on for dear life right now. It's fine, as long as we don't go below this red line, which is our crush depth. We can actually probably go up to 400 and be fine.
Current depth 6-0.
But basically, the torpedo room is flooding, so it's going to push the submarine down, therefore the engines are pushing it up. So probably,
Yes, sir. Side slow.
if we want to dive, we're going to have to
Yes, sir.
slow down. And we should
Current depth
dive.
8-0.
And there we go. Now
Yes,
if we
sir.
go flank, I bet we'll...
Head blank. Yes, sir. Depth 1-0.
Man, these guys, stop farting, jeez. Jeez, eventually I'll figure that out. Okay, so looks like we figured it out. Pumping out water. So we're not flooding, but it's full of water. Which stinks. But there's that plane there. Right? So... I'm wondering, I bet you could probably see part of the submarine from the surface. Yep, there it is. Barely make it out, but it's there. Oh man, what a... Jeez. What a quirky situation to be in. It's quite amusing though. If you have a proper sense of humor about it, it's quite amusing. Dang, I was like to sneak in there. But you know what? We're at a stable depth. We're actually rising in depth, but yeah, we're fine. We're just pumping out the water, but you know, it's kind of hard to pump out water when you're underwater. Just saying. Anyway, let's go ahead. Oh, it might actually be working. No, I don't know what's going on. Of course, I don't feel like I'm cheating, because the crew in the submarine would have definitely be able to tell the angle at which they're going. And it's eye candy for you guys, so it just kind of, yeah. Just don't want to, and besides they, oh, hello there. They have the depth gauge. But yeah, they would be able to feel, you know, the tilt backwards. Okay, that's not people farting. That is enemy action. Alright, so we're getting up. The worst has happened. We're getting up. Oh man, this is gonna be so cool looking. Where is he at? Oh, there he is. Oh man, if he could just get up faster. What's the damage like? Okay, we got floating. Dang, this guy's beating me up good. Come on, come on, come on. Blow ballast.
Yes, sir. Blow ballast.
I don't care, just do it.
Blow ballast.
Single contact. Bearing 245. Medium range.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he's coming around. Alright, get someone on the AA gun. Someone on the AA gun. He's there. Alright, so as soon as we're surfaced enough. Yep, there he is. AA gun. Fire at will. Where'd he go? Okay, he's going away. So yes, the worst has happened.
Returning to course, sir. Yes, sir.
We are surfaced. Yummy, yummy. So the worst has happened. We're surfaced. We are fixing the bulkhead. That is number one. And we have a lot of people that are hurt. So we'll just time accelerate this and watch the damage get fixed. And we'll go back to standard speed. Okay, damage would be here. 5-9. Damn. Absolutely brutal. Alright, cool. So it's definitely getting fixed. We can fix this. Good, because if we couldn't, I'd return to base because I do not like diving with flooding and stuff. Okay, so... Yep, rudder transmission would be a good thing to fix. So we can, you know, turn. Pumping out water. Must be loads of fun hanging out in the aft torpedo room right now. It's full of water. Probably that's why everyone's dead in there. Oh, good. We're all healing up. Morale shaken. Yeah, it's because you almost died. Well, you're the only one. So, you know, whatever. You know what? Go to the engine room and help them pump the water out, which is happening. They're also pumping water out of here too, which is great. Wow. This patrol has been really weird for just people farting, you know? It's like, what is going on? What is the name of this ship? The Porpoise. I guess it's just one of those unlucky ships, you know? I mean, everyone hears about those, oh man, it's just that ship, you know? So, anyway, the worst of it has passed, so we're just gonna time accelerate and we'll be fine. So, yep, onward we go. And not much longer, we have a plane. So you guys ready for this? We're gonna dive. With, how much flooding? Okay, so we don't have that much water. But we don't have any flooding, but we have a little bit of water. And we gotta dive. We're not getting away from this guy. In these seas, 100 should be sufficient.
9, 9. Yes, sir.
Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and accelerate time here. Go underwater. And it should sink back slightly. But for the most part, we should be fine.
Current depth 4, 0. Current depth 6, 0.
Yeah, see, like, for the most part, we're fine.
Current depth 8, 0.
Alright, so we're just gonna go back here and, you know, wait it out like we always do. And, see if they bomb us, which they haven't, which is nice. Very considerate of them. Oop, he's back. Dive, dive, dive.
New depth 1, 0, 8.
Okay, he didn't spot us. And we'll surface at 7, roughly. Alright, looks like we're in the clear. Alright, catch you guys in a minute. But 3 seconds later, we have a ship. So we're going decks awash.
New depth 8.
Let's see if we can spot this guy. I don't see anything. If you guys see anything, let me know. I don't see anything. But we do know where he's heading, so we need to go drop a line for him really quick so we have a guess.
Troops ready, sir.
Good. Let's see, that's like southwest, like that.
New course 2, 0, 3. Yes, sir. Head like.
And might need to
New depth yes, high.
might need to submerge. Alright, but these guys have been on battle stations for quite some time. Their fatigue starting to mount up, so the efficiency isn't quite as good. Lucas Daniel Gray, 66. He is shaken. I've never seen a crewman get shaken before.
Current depth 4, 0.
Alright, so this will tell us if it's a merchant or if it's a fishing boat. And it's definitely a merchant, which is nice. We could use some good news. Right, so we're gonna advance into position here, and we're gonna set up a rough 90, very rough. We roughly need a course of 165, 50, 65.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good enough. Alright, cool. That's a rough. Alright, let's see if we can see this guy. Sonar, my main man. Where is he?
Merchant, closing. Bearing 282.
Okay, I'm on 282. I see absolutely nothing. Alright, whatever.
Merchant, bearing 284. Closing.
Okay, so how... Okay, we're within range.
Bearing 284.
This time...
Closing.
Oops. Gonna stop about here. I wish I knew how to mute my mic so I can just like mute it and then do all my crap and then, because now my nose is itching, right? Alright, so our, oh man, our compressed air is like out.
Bearing 284. Closing.
I don't know if we can recover that. I know in the later models of submarines we can recover that. I don't know if we can do that here. Okay, so what we're gonna do... Okay, good. Yeah, we'll be perfect. Alright, so we're just gonna stop here. And we're gonna take a speed reading of the sky.
Bearing 283. Closing.
Alright, good. There he is. Alright, get our watch out. Pause. Get a mark, the first of many to come. And you, my good sir, under the microscope. 1, 2, 3. Great. So, we have 2 data points for you. And we have a speed now. Alright. Credited with 7 knots. Good enough for me. So put him right there. Now, can we see this guy? Is he close enough to be seen? There he is. There he is. Right there. Okay. So let's see if we can see him on our charts. We cannot. So let's go ahead and drop scope. And we'll move in a little bit closer.
Current speed 1.
Okay,
Yes,
moving
sir.
in. Very quiet like. You see the propellers are barely moving. But that's okay. I don't think those are fully deployed. Either that's a graphical glitch or that's something to do with the damage we've sustained. But whatever. As long as we're under the water. See, this is you know you know what this is. This isn't someone in the crew randomly farting. No, this is the spirit of RamJB coming out of the internet and saying, "You shall drive the submarine properly. You shall keep it at 1 knot so it stays submerged in a historical manner, or I shall send my gremlins to destroy your submarine." That's what this is. Alright, so let's accelerate time a bit. And let's add a mark here. We want these lines to line up. We'll do one more roughly about here. Right about there. We'll get a good idea of how good our line is. Alright, right about there. Okay.
Merchant. Bearing 282. Closing.
282 still. That's here. That's more like 283, man. But whatever. He's here. Oop, can I see him yet? Nope. Can't see him yet. So we're gonna try more like 5,000 yards. I'll take the speed check more like here. So we need to set up our line, see how well this line matches with the rough line that I set myself up on. And that's why I'm so far away, is so I can give myself plenty of time to correct that, if it's wrong. But if it's right, then it's right. And it looks like it's wrong.
Bearing 283.
He
Closing.
seems like he's coming closer to it, although that could be my imagination.
Merchant.
But
Bearing 284. Closing.
we can always check. And this is when I'm 5 feet lower than... Oh man, these guys are messed up. I just noticed that they use feet here on the radar. They use well, it doesn't say, but they use meters here. And then on here, they're using yards. Like, just pick one. Pick one and stick with it. Alright, so the range is right, but his, we need to know his true course. And for that, we have all these little sound informations. So we're gonna do that. Alright, now, oops, a little too far. Put it right through the X's. That looks good. There, so that's his true course. So we can get rid of this longer line. So whatever, see, that's another glitch of the game. Sometimes it moves the X's around. Very strange. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it moved the line. Who knows? Alright, so we have that. See? It's so weird. It's like, it's proof. That was right on the X. And then you zoom in and it's not. So, whatever. What we can do is the good old trick. I'll jump him out, making sure that line is exactly on the front of the ship. Has to be exact or it doesn't count. See, it could be a little bit more. Like there. Beautiful. Okay, that's good enough. And let's see here. From here to here is 100 yards. So if there's 150, we messed up. It's 100. So, yeah. It's like a railgun. Except, you know, we don't know what railguns are right now. Okay, excellent. So let's go to our periscope and see if we can't tell anything more. We can't, but what we do know for sure is that whatever this line is, that's his course. So all we gotta do is drop the 90-degree on it. And we are behind, like so. So we need a course of 163. 50, 63.
Yes, sir. New course 164.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No.
New course 164. Yes, sir.
Little to the left.
New course 163.
There you go. Okay, so let's extend this line so we know about how far we are. Yeah, there it is. Right about there. Give or take. It doesn't matter that much.
Merchant, bearing 285. Closing.
Okay. So, let's let him get a little closer. Go ahead and do a speed check here.
Bearing 286.
First of all, we can get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. Alright, let's do a speed check. There we go. Doesn't have to be the most precise thing because we already know his course. We're just looking for how far it is, and there's quite a bit of slop I'll show you in the measuring tool.
Bearing 289.
Okay. There we are. And he is about there, give or take. Alright, so the reason why I'm not too concerned about it is because, like, alright, so you got, 200. Well, that can be 200, or that can be 200, or that can be 200. See, there's quite a bit of slop here, so it really doesn't matter that much. And this is where most of the error comes from, is in this tool, because it's not precise enough. But we're going to credit him with 7 knots. Okay, so we should be... What the heck? Oh, that's a signal light. We don't need a signal light. Or a submarine. That's counterproductive. Okay, so there he is. So we got some clues about what he is. We don't know for sure just yet.
Bearing 292.
So the rules of engagement are 3 torpedoes per ship because of duds. It's just how we gotta do it. I wish I could only do 2. I wish I could only do 1. I wish I had a nuclear torpedo. I'd blow the whole thing out of the water. But fact is, I don't. So anyway, he's credited for 7 knots. Angle on bow will be the other way this time. And range doesn't matter, but we'll just put something in right now. Alright, so our rough solution is calculated. Now we can see if we can't identify him based on what we've seen.
Bearing 293.
Could be that guy. In fact, let's... Actually, no. Let's accelerate time a little bit. To the point where he's at, like 310. Be a little bit closer then. Just to make sure I'm not getting too close. Don't want to get too frisky with him. Oh, I think we'll be fine.
Bearing 294.
Alright. Try more like 310. However, we are going to slow down to a crawl. Okay, so we know we can see him for what he is. And he's got a flat top, tall stack, some stuff there.
Bearing 311.
Kind of like the sky. Alright, so what about this? Does he have these? Yeah. That. And then straight all the way back. Got the little doodads on the back. The masts line up. It's the sky.
Bearing 313.
Alright, he is identified. Okay.
Bearing 314.
So let's screw around with our depth. He's 21, so 5 should be sufficient. So we're ready to go. We just need to get him to 330.
15.
And in the blink of an eye, he's there. Alright, so we'll do a quick save here. New patrol. Yes, please.
Bearing 316.
Okay, and we'll open our tubes.
Bearing 331.
Get the scope up. It's just a habit for quick saving.
Bearing 332.
I promise I won't like, oh, I missed, therefore I must go back and...
Bearing 334.
Yeah, that should be sufficient for the range. I missed, therefore I need to go back and do it over again. No, I have another patrol for that. This is as it happens, unedited. Alright, give me my button. I need my big red button. I don't feel like a man without it. Alright. So we're gonna fire a little bit forward of where we want because that's just what happened last time. And we'll fire at the back of the bridge thing. Alright, this time we'll listen on sonar. Oh, wait. Oh, I just missed it. That's fine. Alright, so sonar, my main man.
Bearing 342.
There they are.
Bearing 344.
Feel like he's accelerating, maybe?
NATO impact.
Yes. 1,
NATO
2.
impact.
And I guess Ram JB's spirit was pleased that I've properly driven my submarine and has granted me 3 hits with these crap torpedoes
Yes, sir. New depth 1.
and
5.
basically an insta-kill. Fantastic. Alright, well, since he's dead, let's go take a look. Where did they actually end up hitting? Pretty much right where I aimed them. I mean, I knew it was going to be here, so I aimed here, then here was here, and then here was here. So pretty much right where I wanted them. Again, it's because of that slop on this tool here. That's what's causing the problems. Alright, so he's dead. Delete all this crud. And I'll definitely stick you from battle stations. Actually, I want to go under. Medium modern composite freighter. So what did I say it was? Medium modern composite. Excellent. So we can drop this. Take a trip to sonar. And stop the boat. Let's see. Well, that's him breaking up. So there's nothing else around.
Current depth 40. Yes, sir. New
Alright.
depth 1. 5. Ahead slow.
So I think we'll call that an episode right there. We're almost to our patrol zone. We sunk another ship, bringing our total up to, I don't know.
New message received.
We'll find out though. I'm terrible at math. There we go. Total of almost 13,000 tons, which is not bad, but we did fire, 6 torpedoes. So hey, whatever. Anyway, I think that's an episode. So I hope you guys are enjoying this little playthrough so far. Leave a like, leave some comments, give me some feedback, and I'll be happy to keep making more. In the meantime, I'll say run silent, run deep.